morning, this is Shelby Price again. Today we're going to be using my little invention here where I took cookie cutter rings and glued them together, and I'm going to pour my colors in here, and then I'm going to do a flip over, so it should be rings of colors. I have not done this before. The only two colors that I'm sure that I'm using is a Deco Art Metallic Berry and a Deco Art Metallic Teal. All the other colors are leftovers that I've mixed. I've got a kind of an aqua green color here. The consistency is, it just streams right in. Not real thin and not real thick. I have a coral color. This is also a combination of several that I've had left over and I've dumped them together. And this is the berry. They all seem to be about the right consistency, or the same consistency anyway. We'll find out if it's the right consistency or not. I think I want to put this coral in the middle. And then I'm going to put the berry. Then for contrast, I'm alternating the semi-transparent and the opaque, kind of as an experiment too, to see what I'm going to come up with. This should be quite enough paint here. This is the teal color. And the outside ring, I'm going to put white and maybe some of each of the colors. And get white all the way around here. And I'm going to put each of the other colors. I don't have very much of this green, this teal left here, this aqua color. A little bit. Come back around here and put some berry. About 2 ounces of paint in each of these cups, so I've got probably 6 ounces of paint in here now. It should be enough to do. And I'm going to put this over. Flip it over. Let it sit for just a little bit. Like I said, I haven't done this before, so I'm not at all sure what we're going to get here. I'm just going to swirl it up. See the outside of that. This was mostly Floetrol with a little bit of the Liquitex in it. This is very pretty over here. I think I should have probably kept lifting up, and there's a lot of paint on here, so. Flip cups are not anything that I am normally very good with. raining hailstorms or something. Not anything I'd want to write home about. But it's paint on a piece of photo paper, so I will see what I can make out of it. I have purchased a ton of chains so that I don't have to keep stopping in between. Truthfully, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. But I did buy 25 feet of a number 6 chain. This corner is not complete down here, so I'm going to just lay this in here. Pull it around. At least the board's covered now. Actually, I think I would like to put some white on a chain and go over that same area with a little bit of silicone. This is just treadmill oil. There's no silicone in the previous. Some cells came popping up over here after I did that just a minute ago. We'll see if we can give it a little bit more. You don't want to have your chain overloaded in paint. If you do, you will end up with blurred pull. I'll come over and do the same on the other side just for some symmetry. Pulling from the top. Try to keep your chain fairly level with a smooth pull. If you stop, you're going to get jerky movements. This is pretty up there. I almost wish I hadn't done the other side with so much white in it. I think I'm going to come back over here and do some more of the berry. I'm going to slide the picture over just a little bit. You can see over here with how I put just put your chain down in the cup. Take your fingers, run it down the chain, pull the chain through your fingers. Pretty good pressure. And then do it again. Like I said, you don't want too much. I'm going to lay this right back where I had the white. And we'll just give it another pull. The sides are a little more uniform. That white side doesn't stick out over there now. And I generally look at it for a little bit, decide what else I want to do, if I want to do anything else. Since I am trying to show additional chain pulls, I'm going to, this kind of funky looking up here. I'm not going to put any paint on the chain to begin with. I'm going to go through first. just a circle. Just going to see what I get. Kind of this orange over here. For the heck of it, I'm going to try some orange on the chain. I'm going to lay it in the same as I had it before. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more brightness of the orange in there. This time I'm going to lay the chain right along the side here. And I'm going to come up in here just a little bit. And pull. You see the strange little cell that popped up there. So we'll see if I've got enough teal in this cup to put some teal on it. That paint's a little bit thin. It should be a little bit thicker to actually get nice crisp lines. Pretty. I think I'd like another one of those. Sometimes after I do something, I kind of wish I hadn't done feather that one out a little bit. Going through these chains quickly. We'll go a little bit orange again. Come down a little bit lower. The thickness of the paint on the board is, see if these had crisper edges and now they're kind of filling back in again on top of that. But you're going to go in here and see if I can crisp the edge up again. The trick is to do this without bumping the one you did right next to it. I'm going through these chains pretty fast. This one I'm going to lay right beside there, come up just a little bit more, come into here, come down, swing it over this direction. When I pull, I'm pulling back this way. Now this is kind of light, which I like because it flows into that, which is kind of a blurred look. This This one's going to be a little bit brave. I'm going to go all the way up to the top and all the way down to the bottom. Over this way, swing around this direction. Knowing which way to pull sometimes goes around in my head, kind of backwards. I think I'm going to go up. What I'm mostly doing on this one is just trying to show you how doing that I got a nice big feather going up that direction. Now these lines are coming down this direction. This one's very long. I'm not crazy about this up here now. It's developed more than what I wanted it to develop. So I'm just going to lay in and go up there and see if I can kind of bring it all the way. If I go out beyond this perimeter, I will encompass that whole, and I'm not going to worry about this blue right here. I could always come and put some more blue back in. That's much cleaner, see there's more paint off of the pool now. That doesn't have as much paint on it. That should hold in there. I don't like the way that's looking on that side. color. Truthfully, if I was pulling this entire thing, I've never used a chain this big before. I wonder what I would do. I love that, and I love these. The middle part, not so much. Of course, I didn't like it to begin with. If I like the big cut chain, gosh, I only brought one of those out. One drags a lot of paint at one time. Get really brave here. Try to pull this entire area. That is much nicer. Turn it around so you can see the front of it. The whole thing is in there now. And I think I'm going to call that quits. The big chain in the middle was just, did good. This is a number 10. What I was using on the others were number 6. So you can see the difference in the size that you get in one of my cups over here. Work back down in here a little bit. Not sure if I want to do anything with it or not. Well enough just to leave things alone. But since we're doing this as a demonstration, I'm going to give this a little bit of a... I've got a fine chain here. Get down here in the white. Part of this I like and part of it I don't like. I thought this was pretty, this was pretty, but this in the middle not so pretty. So let's see what happens here. Maybe that helped it a little bit. About studying your picture and deciding what it is you need to do. I avoided that. I still have this little pretty thing. I've still got this pretty thing, and then the flower came out very nice. A little bit of silicone in that, so you get the lacing in it. This has got beautiful lacing in it. I'll leave well enough alone. If you have any questions when I get it posted, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching.